Today I'm speaking with Greg Mail and Daniel Roper from the Monash Men's Shed in Glen Waverley. Welcome, Greg and Daniel. Greg, could you talk to us about what Monash Men's Shed does?
Well, the Monash Men's Shed is, as you said, located in the idyllic grounds of Bogong Reserve in Glen Waverley. Been operating since 2010. It's a health promotions charity that supports men and their families using the Men's Shed model, which is men coming together for a common purpose. We operate out of two facilities. One is our workshop and the second one is our recreation and education area, because not every man wants to get on the tools, and so it's good to have a quiet place where they can come together and chat.
Fantastic. And Daniel, can you tell us about some of the programs that the Monash Men's Shed runs?
Yeah, of course. So our shed is a bit different to other sheds. We offer quite a few different programs. Of course, we have our usual woodworking, metalworking, that sort of thing. And then we offer electronics as well. And in our quieter shed, as Greg was talking about, we offer, we've just started a music group. We have cards, board games. We had a card and board game day today, actually, which is good. A pool table, table tennis, an art group. Yeah, all sorts of things. It's a sort of needs-based activities. One of our members wants to do something, we say, yep, we can definitely do that, give that a go. And we put something together and get it started and see what interest we can get with it. So
terrific. So there's really something for everyone.
And one of the things also is it's a great place to learn some new skills.
Yeah.
Or also it's a fantastic place for men to share their skills with others. And by doing that, we're gradually building self-esteem.
Yeah.
And the important thing as well is we're supporting men 18 years and above as well. And we also believe that by supporting the men, we'll support their families and their friends and the community.
Yeah, no, it's a really wonderful model, and the motto of the Australian Men's Shed Association is men don't talk face to face, they talk shoulder to shoulder. It sounds like that's the case at the Monash Men's Shed.
Well, it is. Up until 5 or 6 years ago, men didn't really talk about their own issues, and by coming together in at Monash in a safe and welcoming environment, it gives the guys the chance to work out that they're not the only person who's suffering, they're not the only person that's lonely, and they can support each other. And we've even had some of the men go away on holidays together, those who are widowers, and enjoy their time outside the shed. So it's been great friendships have been made through that common purpose of coming together.
Oh, that's really wonderful.
yeah, just through my experience with the shed, I found that if men have an excuse to get out and do something practical or get out and do an activity, they're more likely to get involved in that activity, and from there just naturally chat about what's going on with their lives and get a bit of that sort of rapport going with some mates that are interested in the same thing, and just sort of go from there. Yeah.
And in the communities, there's one issue that often we overlook. It's loneliness.
Oh, yes.
And so many young men and older men are actually isolated from a lot of things that we always take for granted. And by having somewhere like our men's shed, it gives those who would like to get engaged again, come along and just see what we do and see what suits for them.
Yeah, and I think this issue of social isolation obviously is something that a lot of people saw during the worst parts of the pandemic, during lockdowns. And I know that you were involved with a lot of outreach with the community during that time. Yeah,
well, some of our busiest time as a shed was during the pandemic, during the lockdown. We had the shed door left ajar during the day in case a man on his exercise wanted to come past and just generally check in and see how they're going, or maybe to borrow a tool or do some home handiwork, or or whatever. So that was quite good.
Yeah, we also worked on a sort of moving the shed online for that period of lockdown. Melbourne being in lockdown for an extended period of time, we wanted to make sure that we still had that option available to shedders. And we moved quite a lot of our shed activities onto Zoom, where men could join from home using their video chat calls, talk about things they were working on at home, and also get to see their mates face to face. They can catch up from there, and it was just a nice opportunity for them to keep in contact with their friends and enjoy the shed without having to be at the shed during that time. It was
Well, that connection's so important. What are the benefits for, let's think, particularly young men in getting involved with the men's shed?
Well, yeah, I mean, just talking from my experience, I've gotten so much out of the shed.
Yeah.
It's just that passing on of experience and skills and information. I've picked up a lot from the guys working there. I mean, and I've given, it's a sort of the, like giving and taking. So I've been helping them with their tech support because of course, being a young person, I know how to use the devices that they're struggling with, and then they've taught me, how to use some of the tools, how to go about some things that come up at the shed, things with people, just all sorts of different of things you don't quite realise when you're a young person that these people have lived through and just sort of.
Yeah, well, the men, majority of men are older. They also believe and are concerned about the issues that are facing their children and their grandchildren, be it online gambling or alcohol or even respect.
Yes.
So we feel as an organisation we're quite well positioned to get some of those messages out down through the generations that what the community expects of men and young men, and not every young person plays sport, so there'd be nothing worse if they're not physically active, that they also become isolated and reclusive, and that's when trouble starts. In the old days, it used to be called idle hands.
And we're looking at starting a program in the near future where we can sort of foster some of that intergenerational sort of activities, where we're starting a sort of Saturday shed where we can get younger people in, just to, I guess, give them a place to go, give them a bit of purpose, somewhere to go where they're not working, where they can chat with people their age, as well as pick up things from, and talk with older people as well, get some experience and knowledge and skills off them. Yeah, just to provide them with a space to enjoy as well.
And even those who are in the workforce, they can come to our shed and play with our really good machines that we've got, that they mightn't have at home. Even if they're studying at TAFE in the building, they mightn't see some of the machines that we've got that have been accumulated, donated over the years, and be opportunities to have what we're focusing on is the transfer of skills between generations.
Yeah, terrific. And the shed also, of course, has relationships right across the community in the Monash area. So I was hoping you might be able to talk about some of those.
Well, I think in Monash we are the kings of mud kitchens.
Oh, yes.
So if anybody doesn't know what a mud kitchen is, it's just a sink in a playground where the kids can just do what they like.
Yeah.
So we do those, and what's the other one?
Street libraries
as well. Yeah. So we're pretty good at those, and we've covered a whole lot of either preschools or primary schools in Monash with some of our work, and in some of our repair work that we've done as well. For the City of Monash, we've done some projects, including a bee hotel.
Oh, yes, insect hotel.
Insect hotel, yes. So those sorts of things. But also, what it does, it gives the men a chance to show their craftsmanship and get involved, and then go and install it.
Make something creative and have their own spin on it, and work together on something.
We have once a month our health events.
Yes.
So both men and women from the community can come and join us for a meal and hear about the health issues of the day that relating to men's health. And it's important that in some situations that the partner gets to hear some of the issues in relation to prostate cancer, all those sorts of things, or perhaps stroke or Parkinson and that sort of stuff. But those issues also are not restricted to older people. I mean, they are just general health issues. And we partner with a health organisation who provide us quality speakers, and our men do the cooking.
Oh, terrific. Yeah.
And usually 70, 80 people are attending them into our halls.
That's wonderful attendance.
Yeah. Some of the other things we offer as well is when people are downsizing, we're often contacted in regards to they want to get rid of some tools and want them to be put to good use. So we can pick up the tools, refurbish them using our own shed, or even pass them on to a group or organisation that are looking for their own tools and things like that. Recycle things what we can, and then other community things of just if someone comes in and they want something repaired, or a toy is broken or something, we can have a look at it and see what we can do.
We try anything.
Yeah. Wonderful. And the connection to the community is clearly very strong.
Yes.
How could people get involved in the Monash Men's Shed?
Yeah, just come on in. Doors open 9:30 to 1:30, Monday to Saturday. It was always...
That's right. Yeah, we have a website. You can go on YouTube and search the Monash Men's Shed, and you'll see some great stuff that we've done during COVID. And everybody wants to come to our shed. We've had the Governor General at our shed, and all our federal members like yourself and Anna have been lovely supporters of the shed. We're proud to be part of the Monash and Chisholm group, and we're happy with and we're confident in what we do in the space of men's health. And the other thing is, we are sought out now for our opinion on how to improve outcomes through men's health. So we're also got our website at monashshed.org.au. It has our weekly program, or you can just call us on the number
9561 8557. Give us a ring, and we'll be happy to take any. All men are welcome.
We've currently got a student on placement as well, and we're one of the few sheds that are registered with Services Australia for mutual obligation. So one of our biggest concerns is the man who falls out of work at 60.
Yes.
What's he going to do for the 7 years until he is of pension age? So those in Monash can apply through Services Australia to do 15 hours volunteering at our shed each week, and still have less job searches to do, build their self-esteem again, perhaps come in and share the skills that they may have, and also through our network, maybe even find a job.
That's something I think pretty unique that Monash Men's Shed does.
And we work hard at this because we really value the importance of men's health to the community. If the man is healthy, he's got a healthy marriage, he's got a healthy family, relationships in the street and that sort of thing. And they're part of the community. Being connected is critical. There's nothing worse than being isolated and lonely.
Yeah, so I guess if you do find yourself feeling a bit lonely, or looking for purpose, looking to put your skills to use or pick up some skills, look, we want you on board. We'd love to have you.
And the thing is, it's not an old man's club. It's not somewhere you come to die. It's somewhere you come to live.
Yes.
Well, we're so fortunate to have the shed in the area, and to have both of you be such champions for men's health and connection and life, enjoying life.
Yes.
So thank you both so much for joining me today.
That's all right. Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Carina.
Thanks, Carina.
Thank you.